Hey guys, this is Heidi, and this is the 13th week of Hot Pieces of Ace. Isn't that awesome? So today I'm going to talk about a special subject. And what would that be? Move your body, everybody. No, really, I'm not kidding. That is what I'm going to talk about. Some of you may remember from one of my earlier videos, I do actually have a porn collection, just not one that I use for the normal reasons that people collect porn. I laugh at it because it amuses the crap out of me. Goodbye, small section of my gay porn collection. I will miss thee. Honest truth, I did not always find porn so hilarious. I seem to have become the group's storyteller of some sort because, once again, it is story time. Now, I had the unfortunate experience of having my first encounter with porn at a very young age, like middle school, I think. This is why parental controls on your computer are an important thing. I don't want to go into the experience in detail, but suffice to say, Google did not have parental filters installed when I was looking for pictures of anime-themed things that ended up with a picture on the first page that was not anime and not child-friendly. So I got older, and then my parents got this divorce thingy because my dad couldn't keep it in his pants. So for a while after that, everyone in my family was extremely sex negative. Like, if you mentioned sex to us, or if you mentioned some video or movie that had sex in it, we would not watch it because we didn't want to be reminded of the fact that our dad was literally addicted to sex. I'm not even kidding, that he's chronically addicted to sex. There's actually one instance in particular that I remember really well. My sister and I, my twin sister and I, we decided to watch the Underworld movie. One of them. I can't remember which one. On our new big screen TV. And then of course that scene showed up, except it was more like bluey and shit. Both of us flipped out completely and screamed, and like we tried hitting the stop button, but we accidentally hit the pause button, and it was a whole bunch of hullabaloo, and eventually we got to stop and then fast forward, but it was just not fun. So what changed all of that? I read the first 4 Harry Potter books in 4 days, and thus began my descent into the abyss known as Harry Potter fandom. Yeah. So I was in several Harry Potter PBM RPGs, that's play by mail, and there were a lot of things that were kind of awkward about being the youngest person in the fandom in those groups. So there was actually 2 people who would follow me around almost, in various RPG groups, and I knew that not to read their posts sometimes because there was a big gigantic fat R in the subject line. And I always get really confused and say, how can they keep writing this stuff? It was ridiculous, and it was kind of horrifying. Then there was the restricted section, that is a website specifically devoted to Harry Potter fanfics that are porntastic. I've only visited once, and that was to see the ridiculous tagline that I thought could never exist. It was like a big, huge slash line of characters having an orgy. As I started to actually get more into the fandom and read some of the more raunchy fics, however, I kind of desensitized. Like, so one fic in particular, what is it called? The Draco Serpiens Dormiens Veritas series by Cassandra Clare, who is actually a published author now. There's one incident where I was in my high school library catching up on the latest stuff, and there was one chapter that asked, "You can't proceed until you are over the age of 17. I was not 17 at that point. For I think like a week, I agonized over the pros and cons of reading the rest of this fanfic and checking it out in the public library because my internet connection wasn't really that great. And eventually I said, fuck my virgin. And I was horribly misled because there was no R-rated material in that chapter at all. In fact, the only thing that took me a long time to figure out why that chapter was rated you have to be older than 17 to read this, and it was because there was a kiss between two guys. Yeah, that's dumb. Especially when you compare it to the fact that there was bodice ripping in earlier chapters. And then I just started reading Draco Harry fanfic because that had all the real stuff in it. First year of college, I participated in my first gay porn RP. Kind of funny because both the people who were writing were neither of us were gay men, so it was kind of funny. Our characters were apparently though. Shortly after that, I actually started writing my own /fanfiction. That was entertaining. Most of my fics suffer from the black curtain of sex. If I actually want to write that there is a sex scene, then the black curtain goes over. Then I started reading gay manga scans online because my friend suggested it to me. I had a habit of like reading through the plot parts and then skipping all the sex scenes because those were really weird. And then I took art classes and realized that there was a reason why people didn't like drawing penises in art. Thank you, Invisible Penis Syndrome, for preventing me from seeing what I don't want to see. So yeah, my experience with porn has been varied over the years. Still find it funny, don't find it sexy. I don't know, I'm weird. Do I and can I watch porn or look at porn pictures that feature real people instead of animated or drawn figures? No, because I just can't. There are lots of reasons. One, I think it's an invasion of privacy. Two, I feel that if I wanted to see that, I would, I don't know, I don't want to see it. Other people having that kind of intimate relationship without actually being an intimate relationship is kind of unnerving to me. But I guess you could say that thanks to porn, I am much more sex positive than I used to be. Next week, I plan on doing a freebie, so if there are any questions you guys have for me, like, I don't know, any kind of questions that you think I could answer, just random stuff about me that you're curious about, just kind of leave a little comment in the YouTube video. I'll see if I can do anything. Or maybe my Twitter, if some of you follow my Twitter. I don't know. My evil cell phone that cries bloody emo tears says he will see you next week.
Gotta get out, I gotta do it to be feeling alright. And from down there, I don't know, but I hear that bass from that place, and I'm going to dance all night.